Welcome back. It's the third largest city in the Bay Area, and more than 400,000 people call it home. Oakland is a mecca for artists, food lovers, and social justice organizers. It also has its share of issues. Joining me now to discuss is Oakland Mayor Libby Schaaf. Thank you so much for being with us this morning.
Oh, it's great to be here, Stephanie.
So to start off, Roe v. Wade, it's a big issue, top of mind for lots of folks. We know that your city council just voted unanimously to make Oakland a sanctuary city for those seeking abortion. So what does that mean exactly, and how soon can we expect to see some changes, some visible changes?
It was really a symbolic statement to say we believe everyone should have access to an abortion, no questions asked. And this is part of a proud history of social activism in Oakland. Not only are we the most unapologetic sanctuary city when it comes to immigrants, but we even have a bubble ordinance in place that actually prohibits protests and people trying to block women from seeking abortion or other reproductive health services. So this is something that is part of our DNA. We are always going to stand up for human rights, and we believe that this is a right worth fighting for.
Now, are abortion providers going to be seeing support in terms of funding or staffing? Walk us through what what Oakland as an abortion city looks like.
So the resolution that the council passed did not obligate the city financially or create any new policies. It did, however, urge the county and state government to invest more in reproductive health as well as abortion access. And it urged the federal lawmakers to enshrine Roe versus Wade into federal law, so we don't have to count on the Supreme Court to preserve it.
I see. Okay, understood. Now let's talk real quick too about the Oakland A's,
yes.
Right? So lots of conversation around that's been going on. Can fans expect to see a stadium or not?
Absolutely, it is going to happen. And big news this week, the Greenbelt Alliance, a very respected environmental organization, just came out with a big endorsement for the project, not about the ballpark. And I think it's a great reminder to people, this is much bigger than baseball. What they said is this is a great example of smart development that is going to help address climate change as well as the housing crisis.
What sort of challenges still lie ahead for this?
Well, the next big milestone is going to be the vote from the Bay Conservation Development Commission. They have the authority to take Howard Terminal out of port use designation. They're going to have a big public hearing on that on June 2nd, and then they'll take the vote June 30th. Right now, their staff has recommended that Howard Terminal come out of port use. But it's up to those commissioners. There needs to be a 2/3 vote on June 30th, and if that vote doesn't happen, the project is dead. But we're very excited that the staff analysis supports the project moving forward, and we believe there is just so much to love about this project, not just for A's fans, but 18 acres of new waterfront parks, 3,000 units of housing, tons of union jobs, and great environmental standards.
What is your message for Oakland A's fans watching this right now?
This is going to happen, people. Keep the faith, but don't take it for granted. We need you to show up. Show up on June 2nd at that BCDC hearing. Show up on June 30th, because elected officials need to hear that we love this project. We want it to happen.
All right, let's talk a bit about crime. So this past week, or just this week, we heard about the killing of a beloved business owner in the area. There was a freeway shooting that happened in the Oakland area as well. So is there an action plan to address incidents like this?
Yeah, I just want to start by saying June and the whole family that runs Lucky 357 is just beloved in Oakland. It's actually in my neighborhood. I've eaten there many times. They even hosted one of my very first campaign walks when I ran for mayor 8 years ago. So just horrific tragedy. But the good news is that with regard to those freeway shootings, which Oakland has had a really disconcerting number of, that the governor heard our request for cameras. And so in that May revised budget, he is now funding cameras in just 4 counties in the entire state, but 2 of those are Alameda and Contra Costa. The funding is for 200 cameras, and they are going to be on 4 different freeways that run through Oakland: the 580, the 880, the 24, and very importantly, International Boulevard. So we are watching you. Please behave yourself. We are going to hold anyone accountable who's engaging in violence on those freeways, but also reckless driving. That takes a lot of lives as well.
Do we have a timeline for when those cameras are going to be installed?
Well, I will tell you, as soon as that came out, I've put in a call to Caltrans to ask if we can start the installation now. Typically, it wouldn't start till July when the budget takes effect, but I don't think we can wait.
And what is the message to Oakland residents who are, they say they're getting fed up with the crime?
Well, absolutely, and this has been part of a national increase in violent crime. I can say that we have been able to bring back our successful ceasefire approach, and we are seeing some promising signs. Homicides and shootings are actually down 20% year to date compared to last year. So we do feel like things are moving in a better direction, but horrific tragedies like this don't make anyone feel that.
And we understand that you also have a program in the works where residents can contribute some creative solutions to what the Oakland community is seeing.
That's right, and actually crime is one of the challenge issues. It's called the Oakland City Challenge. You can find out about it by going to oakland.citychallenge.org. I think it's actually oakland.mycitychallenge.org, and contribute an idea either around addressing crime, illegal dumping and abandoned autos, or homelessness. I mean, these are the 3 issues that are really on Oaklanders' minds. There are cash prizes for the 20 best ideas. So they're due June 1st. So come on, get your wheels turning. We need your good ideas on how to solve these issues. Those 20 award winners will not just get some cash in their pocket, but they will get to work with the city to actually see their ideas implemented.
Now, your time as mayor is winding down. What are you most proud of?
Well, it's simple, but I'm fixing the potholes. Potholes matter. And we have now had record years of paving the streets and an infrastructure plan that is going to start addressing the huge backlog that I inherited as far as road conditions. I'm also really proud of a lot of the innovative pilots that we've done in Oakland. Keep Oakland Housed to prevent people from falling into homelessness. Our guaranteed income pilot, we're showing how government can be innovative. And finally, Stephanie, last night, I saw 730 Oakland seniors, public school seniors, get an Oakland Promise scholarship to go to college. We launched the Oakland Promise just 6 years ago. Today, nearly 1,200 babies have $500 college savings accounts. More than 30,000 elementary school students have an early college scholarship. We are providing college access coaching for every single high school student in this city. And boy, last night we really saw that paying off with, it's more than a quarter of the graduating class with multi-year thousands of dollars of scholarship money. We've sent kids off with more than $20 million in scholarships over these last 6 years. Wow, pretty exciting.
Yeah, that does sound like a tremendous project that's going to impact many, many lives. Last quick thing here for you. We know that midterms are just around the corner. Several members of your own city council are in the running for this. Any particular candidate that you're throwing your support behind?
Well, I'm really excited about Yesenia Sanchez for sheriff, Alameda County Sheriff. The current incumbent has never been challenged. I think he's got to go. I don't think he reflects Oakland values. Yesenia Sanchez would be a great leader for our county law enforcement organization. I'm also excited about Terry Wiley for DA. That's another race that's open for the first time. And then for Alameda County Supervisor, Wilma Chan tragically passed away, my dear friend. I've done a dual endorsement for Serlene Grant and for Lena Tam. Those are some of my endorsements that are top of mind. But the most important thing is that that you go vote. Voting is your superpower.
Indeed it is. And can you speak to possibly for your position?
I've not done a formal endorsement yet, but I want to remind people, I hope they look at people that they feel is in this for the town. You know, not for their own political careers, but, you know, have a long, deep history in Oakland. And remember, the mayor is not a council member. They're not a legislator. They're an executive. So someone who's got experience running things and some experience in government, that matters too. But I'm sure I'll be endorsing at some point. The most important thing is get involved, and getting involved in campaigns is a great way to get to know more about issues and get to know your community.
All right, Oakland Mayor Libby Schaaf, thank you so much for being with us this morning.
Thank you, Stephanie.